Guys, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Great. So today we'll be doing a blood relation puzzle. Okay, just a second. Just a second, guys. My pen. Yeah. So today our topic is blood relation puzzle. Blood relation puzzle. I mean, actually, what we need to do, we need to find a relation between two person. Some intermediate relation would be given in terms of some puzzle or complicated statement, and we need to find out the final relation between two person. That is the main objective. And we'll use your family diagram, family tree. So I'll show one by one. So first of all, let us see what we are going to cover in today's session. This one. Wait just a second. Okay, look at this. Looking at a photograph, a woman said, he is the father of my daughter's father. How is the person in the photograph related to the women? This is the question. This type of question would be asked in your family blood relation question, right? Now, once I draw the diagram, basically, just a second. Wait, just 1 minute. This is not working. Okay. So once you draw the family diagram, family tree, then from the family tree, we'll identify the relation between the two person. So this topic will revolve around this only. I mean, some complicated puzzle or something will given in terms of statement, and we have to find the relation. Okay. So basically, what we are going to discuss in today's class, let us see. First of all, based on conversation or dialogue, there will be dialogue. For example, a person is introducing another person. This kind of dialogue, or maybe someone is pointing to a photograph and telling the relation in terms of some statement. So this is based on conversation or dialogue. Next, maybe based on puzzle. Based on puzzle, there would be like some relation given in terms of two family. There would be intersection. Then we'll determine the relation. And finally, coded relation. This is a new kind of question. Coded relation. The relation would be defined in terms of some symbol. For example, star or hash. Definition would be given, and you need to replace the symbol by the relation, and then we need to find out the final relation. So these are the three things that we will be discussing in today's session, blood relation. So in blood relation question, remember, Acha, just tell me one thing. Suppose you have to define the relation between A and B. For example, suppose say Mr. A and B, how they are related. Can we determine the relation? Mr. A and B. Suppose there are other statement given, but if I say Mr. A and B, can we determine the relation? Guys? Hello, am I audible, guys?
Yes, sir.
If I say Mr. A and B, what is missing in this? If I say determine the relation between Mr. A and B, so what is missing actually? Drishal? What is missing in this? If I say determine the relation between Mr. A and B, what is missing? Swani, what is missing? Hello, Swani, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
What is missing in this statement? If I say Mr. A and B, Mr. A and B,
So we are not able to see anything on the screen.
you are not able
It's
to see it.
frozen.
Okay, okay, just a second. Is it visible now? Guys, is it visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No,
No, sir.
still not visible. Not visible? Swani, is it visible?
Sir, yes. Now,
Okay. Drishal, visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if I what we are going to cover, as I said, just check, is it visible now? Is it moving?
yes, sir.
Based on conversation or dialogue, as I said, there will be some statement. Someone is introducing another person. This kind of question. Maybe based on puzzle, as I said. Puzzle 2 family or 3 family given, then intersection given, we need to find the relation. And finally, coded relation. The relation would be replaced by code, some code. And the definition of that code is written. For example, suppose A plus B means A is the father of B. This kind of question. The symbol would be replaced by the relation. Then we'll determine the relation. Now, if I say you have to determine the relation between A and B. So if I say Mr. A and B, what is missing in this? Swani?
Sir, in this, A is Mr. and we don't know B is female or
Very
male.
good. So Mr. A, I said Mr. A, gender I have specified. So whenever you have to find out a relation between A and B, between two person, you need the gender basically. So you need a gender. Mr. A is given, but B is not given. So in this kind of question, first of all, what should be the approach? First of all, identify between which two person you have to determine the relation. Suppose A and B. Now identify the gender. If the question is how is A related to B, so the gender of A is important, B is not important. How is A related to B? Then A's gender is important. Now check whether the gender is given in the question or not. If the question is complicated, break it in parts. And also try to draw the family tree. With this 4 step, we'll be able to draw the final relation. Now, look at one typical question before I jumping on the topic. First thing, based on conversation or dialogue type question. For example, this one. Pointing to a man in a photograph, Mr. J told Miss M, his mother is the only daughter of your father. Don't get confused. We'll simplify things. Again, pointing to a man in a photograph, Mr. J told Miss M, his mother is the only daughter of your father. How was Miss M related to the man in the photograph? So this is the question. Basically, you have to find out the relation between Miss M and the person in the photograph. So I need the gender of Miss M. How was Miss M related? And is it Miss? So the gender is well defined. So I have no question. Now how to approach this question? We'll break it in parts. We'll try to draw the family tree. But before I go ahead with this question, the basics that we require is, first of all, forget that last question. Now look at this question. Abhishek Bachchan is the son of Amitabh Bachchan. Aishwarya is the wife of Abhishek. Aradhi is their only daughter. Now we have two questions. How is Amitabh related to Aradhya? And how many children does Aishwarya have? Now, first of all, how do you draw the diagram? In the same generation line, when they are in the same generation line, same generation, then draw along the same line. For example, we have Abhishek Bachchan. I am writing Abhishek A, B. Okay. Abhishek Bachchan is married to Aishwarya. Aishwarya is the wife. So husband-wife relation, you write a arrowhead. This will signify husband-wife relation. This is Aishwarya. And first of all, it was Abhishek Bachchan is the son of Amitabh Bachchan. So this is Amitabh. This is a family tree. Amitabh Bachchan. And Aradhya is the daughter of Abhishek Bachchan. So this is Aradhya. Now, Abhishek Bachchan is a son, male, fine. Aishwarya is a wife. So far, as per our convention, we'll we'll say Aishwarya is female. Also, sometime we can write plus minus. Plus is male, minus is female. And Aradhya is female. Now, what is the first question? How is Amitabh related to Aradhya? Pranjali, this is for you, this question. How is Amitabh related to Aradhya? What would be the relation?
Sir, Amitabh is the grandfather of Aradhya.
How do you know grandfather? How do you know
Sir,
grandfather?
sir, by the relation.
How? Where is it written? When you say father,
Sir, Abhishek Bachchan is the son of Amitabh Bachchan. So Abhishek is the father of Aishwarya.
son,
So the father of Abhishek Bachchan will be grandfather only.
how do you know Amitabh is the father of Abhishek Bachchan? How do you know? That's interesting. How do you know Amitabh Bachchan is the father of Abhishek Bachchan?
No, I told Abhishek Bachchan, मतलब कि अभिषेक बच्चन के पापा अमिताभ बच्चन है, मैंने ऐसा
कैसे?
बोला है.
हाँ, कैसे? अमिताभ बच्चन फादर कैसे है? Did I mention this is that Bachchan family? I never mentioned. No, right? So first lesson, all of you, this is a good lesson, and this is why I asked this question. First of all, don't define the gender by name. If I say Kamal Hassan or if I say Shah Rukh Khan, not necessarily male. First lesson. So name does not suggest the gender. It has to be defined. See what Pranjali made the mistake. 99.99% makes the same mistake. You said Amitabh is the grandfather and you thought the gender of Amitabh is male. Either you took the normal convention or you took the name. So first of all, name does not suggest the gender, and for this type of question, forget all convention. Whatever given in the question, that much is given. Abhishek Bachchan is the son, male defined properly. Aishwarya is the wife, female defined properly. Aradhya is a female, Aradhya is the daughter, female defined properly. But in no sense the gender of Amitabh is given. Swani, is it clear? Swani? Hello? Rishal, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Amitabh gender is not mentioned in this question, first of all. So Amitabh grandfather or grandmother, we don't know. So typically this question answer, if it comes, we will write cannot be determined, because I need the gender of Amitabh. Pranjali, now clear point?
Yes, sir.
It looks funny, but it is true. Like, don't assume the gender. If I say Kamal Hassan or if I say Shah Rukh Khan, not necessarily male. It has to be defined in the question. Next question. How many children does Aishwarya have? Drishal, your question.
2, 1, sir.
1. Okay. How do you know 1? Drishal?
Sir, in the question it's given she's the daughter, but
Only
then
daughter. She has only
yes, sir.
daughter. Aradhya is their only daughter. Remember, only daughter. I didn't say only child. I mentioned they have only one daughter. That does not mean they may or may not have a son. Is that clear, Rishal?
Yes, sir.
So only children, this wall, careful about this. Only children, only daughter, only son. They are different. Pranjali, clear?
Yes, sir.
So they have one daughter, that is fine. So they may or may not have a son, that is not explicitly defined in the question. So again, this answer should be cannot be determined. Got my point? All of you? Swani, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Is this understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So determining this, don't get confused. First of all, don't assume the gender. First thing, if you have to find a relation, you need the gender first of all. All right. Next thing is draw the generation diagram, just like this. Look at this generation diagram. It will be a scientific way to generation diagram. Husband-wife relation, just give a arrowhead. For example, brother and sister relation. Say Aishwarya has another brother, Mr. X. So we write this way, just a dash. Husband-wife, arrowhead, dash, brother, sister. Okay. And one generation above Amitabh, one generation below Aradhi. Like this. This is the generation diagram. So first thing you understand, first thing, gender, whether it is defined in the question or not. Don't assume. Second thing, careful about this word, only children, only son. Now, in order to determine the relation, there are few terms. I know you all know, but this is a table which generally are used. For example, type of relation, mothers or